Hi guys, this is my review of Raw from the 20th of January 2013. Let's get started. This was Raw Roulette, so basically Vicky Guerrero would spin the wheel to see the matches, the stipulations, the people in the matches, etc. First match of the night we got was Randy Orton vs Antonio Cesaro with The Miz as a special guest referee. It was a good match, back and forth. Eventually, towards the end, Cesaro builds up a head of steam. Then he punches Randy Orton too much in the corner, so The Miz has to get him off him. Then Cesaro has a go at The Miz. The Miz distracts him for a couple of, 10 seconds or whatever. He turns around. Randy Orton hits him with the RKO for the 1-2-3, so Randy Orton gets the pin, gets the win. We then had the Make Me Laugh challenge between Ryback and the Primetime Players. Basically, the Primetime Players tell a couple of crappy jokes. Then we get Ryback, who says his joke is, what has 4 eyes, 20 fingers, and is about to be unconscious. He then beats the hell out of the Primetime Players, and then beats the hell out of Matt Striker, which I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why he beat the hell out of Matt Striker, because he's meant to be a face, but okay. Bo Dallas vs Wade Barrett. Bo Dallas beats Wade Barrett clean. Quite surprising, but I suppose they had to get this feud, make this feud feel realistic. But the way they're going with Wade Barrett's a bit confusing, because one week he's beating Randy Orton clean, the next week he's losing to Bo Dallas clean. But I guess they're going with this feud leading to Wrestlemania, so I've not got too many problems with that. Then had John Cena vs Cody Rhodes, followed by a promo from John Cena. The match itself, John Cena just beat the crap out of Cody Rhodes, got the pin. It was a squash match, I should say. Then John Cena chooses to face the WWE Champion at Wrestlemania, which was somewhat predictable. He actually said he has no chance of winning against the WWE Champion, which basically means he's gonna be the WWE Champion. Now, he's trying his best in this promo to make the match seem a 50-50 match, but I think most wrestling fans will think John Cena's gonna win at WrestleMania, and it's gonna be against The Rock. It's not gonna be against CM Punk. Best case scenario, it's against The Rock and CM Punk, but there's no way John Cena and The Rock are not in the same match, and not on the main event match of the card, in my opinion anyway. The Shield then comes out, attacks John Cena. Ryback tries to come to his aid, they then beat the hell out of Ryback. Sheamus then comes to their aid and beat the hell out of Sheamus, so it was a good promo for the Shield. They look strong in this, but the babyfaces didn't look weak, because it was always 3-on-1. Because when John Cena was down was when Ryback came out, so it was 3-on-1 against Ryback. So they always had the numbers advantage of the Shield, and they did what they always do. They beat the crap out of people for what they think is injustice. And I do like the Shield angle. I think it's fresh. Then we got a dance-off between Tensai and Lingerie and Brodus Clay. Not a lot to say about this, apart from it was fairly funny. It was the most funny, entertaining thing Tensai has done in a while, because his character has got so stale. From last year when he's beating John Cena, this year he's just looking terrible. I mean, his character's so stale, but this was entertaining. We then got the Body Slam Challenge, which ends with the Big Show duct taping Alberto Del Rio's arm to the ring ropes, and then knocking out Ricardo Rodriguez in front of him, and then proceeding to knock out Del Rio after. We then got Tamina Snuka vs Caitlyn in a Lumberjill match, in which Caitlyn came out on top. We then got The Rock coming out to give a promo. CM Punk comes out halfway through. Well, The Rock goes on about how he's done it for the people, his victory is great, it's for the people, etc, etc, as The Rock does. Then CM Punk comes out and says he will grant The Rock a rematch at Elimination Chamber, because CM Punk still believes it's day 435 and he's the rightful champion, because he believes he got the pin, and that it was wrong of Vince to take the title off him. We then got a tables match, Damien Sandow vs Sheamus, in which Sheamus hits the white noise to put Damien Sandow through a table in what was a good back and forth match in my opinion, but a predictable ending, as you expect on just a general match on Raw. And we then had the Strange Bedfellows match, which was basically 2 strange tag teams against each other. So we had Kane, Dan O'Brien and versus Dolph Ziggler and Chris Jericho. This was a good match, and it ended with Chris Jericho punching Kane on the back. Kane turns around, thinks it's Dolph Ziggler, and chokeslams Dolph Ziggler and gets the win. Jericho was fairly happy for his team to lose here. I mean, he's got a rivalry going with Dolph Ziggler, which I expect to see Chris Jericho versus Dolph Ziggler at Elimination Chamber. Actually, no, I don't know why I said that, because I actually don't expect to see that. I expect to see Dolph Ziggler in a chamber of some sorts, whether it will be for the championship or for a number one contendership match. I expect to see Dolph Ziggler in the chamber, because I didn't think about it properly, and now I think about it, SmackDown needs him in the chamber. There's not a lot of top draws they can put in the chamber, in my opinion, that will be fine for for the World Heavyweight title. Most the top guys will be on Raw, and I don't think Raw's not even going to have a chamber match now, because they're going to have CM Punk versus The Rock, and then Cena's already got a number one contender shot, so there's no need for a chamber match unless they go with Ryback, Cena, Sheamus versus The Shield in a chamber, the first ever 3-on-3 in a chamber. They might just do a 3-on-3 tag match for that, in my opinion. Then get Trish Stratus announced as the next inductee in 2013 Hall of Fame. This is deserved, in my opinion. Not a lot else to say about that. We then come to the main promo of the evening. It wasn't a main event, it was the main promo of the evening, in which we got Paul Heyman's job evaluation review. Basically, Paul Heyman comes in, interviewed by, talks to Mr. McMahon, says, I have nothing to do with the Shield. I've not been working the Shield. I've not been working with Brad Maddox, as they pronounce him, Brad Maddox. Even though it's meant to be Maddox, but there we go. Who cares? Brock Lesnar comes out after Heyman's been proven to be working with the Shield and Brad Maddox in a tape. They show a tape basically where Heyman in a dark alley with someone filming the Brad Maddox experience. The camera's left on the floor, but it's still left rolling. And Heyman then says to Maddox, "You're getting on my nerves now. You keep following me and Punk round. Can you basically stop? We paid you to help us at Hell in a Cell. We manoeuvred you into being the ref for that match, but you haven't. You've been terrible since." Basically, then the Shield come out the shadows, and Maddox begs Heyman not to let the Shield beat the crap out of him, but the Shield proceed to beat the crap out of him. So in this, Heyman basically admits he's been paying the Shield to help Punk. What we don't know is whether Punk knew about that. Whether Punk knew, or whether it was just Heyman. Heyman's basically the mob leader in this whole thing. Then Vince McMahon goes, "So Heyman, now we have this. Basically, good luck in your future endeavours. And as he goes to say, fired. Boom, here comes the pain. Brock Lesnar music hits. He comes out. Good pop from the crowd, as you'd expect, for one of the biggest draws in WWE. So 2 of the biggest draws in WWE are part-timers. Well, 3 actually, if you count Chris Jericho as a part-timer, because I know he's come back as a full-time contract, but he will be going again, so I class him as a part-timer still. So him, The Rock, and Lesnar are 3 of the biggest draws, and they're all part-timers, so, that can be seen as good or bad. Bad in a lot of ways, I guess, because it means WWE aren't producing enough draws. But so Brock Lesnar hits the F5 on Mr. McMahon. So Heyman's not fired for the moment. I doubt he will be fired now. This sets up, in my opinion, a feud between Lesnar and Triple H going into WrestleMania, because it's Triple H's father-in-law who's been F5'd. So overall, this was a good episode of Raw. Leave comments on what you thought of it. What did you think of Brock Lesnar coming back? What do you think of seeing The Rock, Cena again? The Rock, CM Punk again at Elimination Chamber. And while I said that, we probably will see The Rock, Cena again at WrestleMania. So what's your thoughts on that as well? Do you think there's only going to be one Elimination Chamber this year in the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view? Because at the moment I can only see there being a SmackDown one, to be honest. So leave your comments, thoughts, predictions on what's going to happen in the road to WrestleMania, what's going to happen at Elimination Chamber pay-per-view in 3 weeks' time, I believe it is. Leave a like, dislike, and subscribe if you want to. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you soon.